automated bank reconciliations today, not using this integrator called Plaid. We have to set up a kickoff call. We have to talk to your bank. We have to talk to the implementation folks at your bank. We have to figure out how you're going to get what's called the BAI file. What we run into sometimes is that some clients are on a platform that can provide the BAI file. Some clients are on a banking platform with their bank that doesn't have the ability to provide that. And then the bank wants them to upgrade and pay more money. It's a whole kickoff for each and every individual bank. Integrating with Plaid effectively, just as long as you can log into your online banking system, you will be able to do automated bank recs with that bank. And you're going to be able to do it much faster than if we had to go through an entire implementation with an individual specific bank or many banks. So you can log into your bank account. You'll be able to do auto bank recs without going through that whole implementation kickoff procedure. You really can start getting into it the very same day, as long as you can log in.
So before I show you some actual reports, I'm just going to go into some options about when you go to run the reports. This ties back to the chart of accounts with the rolling up the accounts or summarizing the cash accounts or not, for example. So let's just go to run reports. First, we'll pull up the DGL, which is the detailed general ledger report. So when I run it, if I choose this option, which is the default, accounts are detailed or summarized as per chart of accounts, that's going to obey this setting that we talked about. So like on your cash account, it says show detail for cash basis detail report. So if I run the report, it's going to detail out. Otherwise, it's going to roll it up. So let me show you what that looks like. I already have these reports run. Let's take a look at it not summarized to start with. So you can see this report, it's 36 pages. It's all the GL accounts, every single transaction for whatever range of dates I put in. So to start with, our assets usually start with one. There are all my cash accounts. So every single transaction, they hit the cash account, which is almost every single transaction in the system is listed here. Maybe that's fine, but they're also listed under the expense or the income point of view or whatever the other account is that you used. You could also run it to summarize those figures, and that would look something like this. So now the cash accounts are summarized. So that's just a cleaner way to look at it.
If you're including all the accounts in the report, which it does by default, everything still balances either way. You just don't need to necessarily see all the detail on both sides of a cash account related transaction.
Now, similar, the start and end groups, which I talked about, allow you to roll up multiple accounts into one or not. That ties into this option: print account group totals and suppress account details only applicable to accounts that are part of a group. So if I make this true or on, it will roll up. Otherwise, it will not roll up. And I'll just show you the result of that. Start with not rolled up. So here's a basic cash flow. For example, the rental income, we have these 5 accounts, and we see the figures for each of those accounts as well as the total. Perhaps that's what you want, but maybe you want it to be rolled up. It's the same report, same numbers. Now, one other thing with reports, before I move on to scheduling reports, are just templates. So let's say when I run a detailed general ledger report, most reports have a ton of different options to pick from when you run it. So maybe you like the default options, in which case you say run the report, but maybe every time you run it, you want all these different options selected. So rather than doing that every time, you could create a template and then just load it up. Or every time my coworker Mike wants a report, he has all these certain settings. So I'm just going to set it once, and then it's going to remember the set. Once the template is set up, then I'm just going to pull all the settings, basically.
It's there to make things faster, but just as importantly, it's there to make things consistent